Saturday Social is powered by FIFA 22 with PlayStation.
It is the Carabao Cup final live on Sky. I can see Yungen is very excited about that. Live on Sky tomorrow. Can't wait for it. Chance for silverware for both clubs. So what we thought we'd do, because both teams are stacked with world-class players, you know, is try and get the guests to agree on a combined 11. So we've got an array of magnets featuring pretty much the whole squad from Chelsea and Liverpool on the table. The Saturday Social board is there. And we're going to base this on current form, Joe, aren't we?
This season,
current form, to pick the best 11 that the guests have got to agree on. So what are we saying if they don't agree on a certain few players?
Which is definitely going to happen.
Yes, exactly.
I've heard rumours of the two teams.
Rumours,
and there's a lot of difference in there, isn't there? I think me and you judge based on the arguments put forward.
Like it, mate.
Rather than based on our opinions, their arguments.
OK, first up, formation. What are you choosing?
I think we got 4-3-3.
Yeah, 4-3. An agreement.
Oh, they agreed now.
Yeah.
Really good. That's
the only thing.
Let's start with the keeper then, because I think this could cause some disagreement early.
Yeah, you're a Liverpool fan, right? So I assume who you want to go for.
Of course. But you know what? I like Mendy. I think he's a great keeper, actually. But, yeah, I'm going to... It's going to seem biased, but I'm going to go for Alisson.
I respect that you back your boy. I mean, I personally choose Mendy, but I like them both. I think they're almost like your nan, right? You can't dislike either. You like them both, right? Like, they're both great. It doesn't really matter what one you choose. I'm happy to go with you on Alisson, purely, even though I'd rather take Mendy. To cause a nice
concession early doors.
Because I'm looking at the rest of the team.
Yeah.
No, but Ali Becker, though.
He's in. Oh, dear, I can't even...
What a start. That's a bad start.
Look at that.
But saying that, though, I don't know if Alisson's going to start the final.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, but I don't think Edouard Mendy will either. I think it's pretty much nailed on that Kepa's going to be starting the final as well.
Is it?
So that sort of cup rotation does happen in both sides.
I'll take it.
Whereas Alisson... OK.
Interesting debate, that one, though. But you're going with that. I think if we had the debate, it would be one that split opinion, that. But you're both in agreement, sort of, with that. It's not like pie, sort of.
Yeah, I'm happy, as I say, I like them both. OK. So I've got...
Let's move on to right back then. Trent and Reece James. Obviously, interesting debate when both fit. Worth pointing out that Reece James, not played since his hamstring injury on December 29th. Did have 9 goal involvements this season. Was flying before
playing so well,
injury, wasn't he? Most goals by a Premier League defender at the point as well. But Trent, more assists than any other Premier League player in all comps this season, has just been phenomenal, hasn't he? So when you put in Reece James's injury, does that make it a slightly easier decision to go with Trent?
Yeah, I am a big Trent fan. I just
great player,
the crossing for me is just, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good, and I do like a bit of a diverse right back, someone that's got, you know, can bomb forward as well, and he can defend. I know a lot of people say, oh, but James is better at defending. I personally, if I had to choose one of the two, I'm going for Trent. That's my choice.
Yungen, I mean...
This is my guy, man.
He says that now.
Say that now, yeah.
I won't be saying that soon.
No, I think we have to go for Trent.
Yeah.
I think, obviously, for me, it's a no-brainer. I think Reece James is brilliant, though. I think he's a brilliant player.
Best right back in the world for you?
Trent? Yeah, he has to be. I think he's changed, like, what a right back is. Yeah, he's probably our most effective player going forward. Apart from, he's
only one of only 12 players in history to record 10 or more assists in 3 different seasons. And when you consider the position that he plays in, it's just incredible. And still only 23 years of age.
And he does
stick
get
him on then if you agree.
Yeah, he does get a lot of stick for like defensively, but I think he plays so far forward, so he has to actually get back. He actually has to get back. And
should we go to the first centre-back then? Because let's pick the centre-back that I think we all are going to agree on straight away. One of the first names on the team sheet, right? Let's get him up.
It's got to be Virgil.
Has to be Virgil.
I think if anyone's choosing this sort of like combined 11, I'd be shocked if, like, even, for example, I know obviously Chelsea fans are probably going to have a different opinion, but I think everyone really is going to say that Van Dijk's the first one.
Yeah.
I don't think
he's one of the first names on the team sheet, Van Dijk, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really much more to say about the guy that's, you know, winning major trophies, probably in and amongst the conversation as the best defender in the world. I think it's an easy debate point.
I think most people have him in. I totally agree. So next up, you've got the likes of Thiago Silva. I don't know why Pi is laughing. Let's give you some of the names. You can have Joel Matip, of course, Thiago Silva, Rudiger. A lot of options here. Who are you going with, Pi?
See, right, now, I got a lot... I mentioned this to my Twitch yesterday, and I got a lot of stick, right? And I'm going to make that clear, like... And this is just a personal opinion, because I know a lot of people go, oh, you know nothing, blah, blah, blah. And I accept that, right? I think if you're talking on logic here, Rudiger, Thiago Silva, for me are the two. Probably Matip above him. However, I'm going to be very controversial because I love Azpilicueta.
As a centre-back?
I think, now, I'm just... Because I think with Trent being in this team as a right-back, you take away that position.
Yeah.
I want him in this team. Just because if I was choosing, I think he brings a lot of different qualities to a team that other players don't bring. He's a lion, isn't he? He loves it. Like, he's got such passion, leadership. He can give you a lot of different things as a defender, and therefore I'd want him in the team. Even though I'm not saying he's the best ability-wise.
I'd just like to take this opportunity to apologise for this magnet. As you can see, we'll get a close-up. Our behind-the-scenes production team, who I rate highly, didn't print this one, so we had to make this Blue Peter one.
Jordan,
oh, wow.
Jordan, I'm calling you out, mate. That is
Jordan out. You treated him that way.
Not to print the magnet.
They didn't print him because he's not meant to be there. That's why. That's why he wasn't printed.
Go on then.
This is a legend.
Who would you have then, Yungen, if
at centre-back?
Yeah, you're picking this.
I was going to be fair with this one.
Go on.
Yeah. Even though Joel Matip, what a player. But I was going to be fair and I was going to put Thiago Silva. Me personally. Because I just think what he's done, he's done to that Chelsea back line, I think he's stabilised it.
More so than Rudiger? I know, like, Rudiger...
No, I like Rudiger.
Incredible season.
I didn't actually think of Rudiger before. Rudiger's top. Very
One thing I would
aggressive
say
as well.
is he's exceptional in a back three. We know that on the left-hand side. Does he work quite as well in a back four? We haven't really seen it. We've seen it at times this season, but definitely superior on
I'd say
the left and
Thiago
back
Silva
three.
for what he's done for Chelsea and the fact that the age that he's at, and if we're doing it on form as well,
37,
to any Chelsea fan, he's just been phenomenal for me. And Thiago Silva and Van Dijk's a partnership, by the way. But
let's have a decision.
It's not our team. You've got to agree.
Do you know what?
What are you going with?
You nearly picked up Hazpi, though.
No, because I get what he's saying. I get what you mean. He has to be in
pointing
the
out
team.
about Azpilicueta, because that will surprise viewers, because he's not a natural centre-back. He's the only Chelsea player to have won every trophy available.
Yeah, of course. It's not just necessarily to be even a different, because I know it's not what people are suggesting. It's just a personal choice, you know. I just
a surprise because he's not a natural centre-back.
Yeah, of course.
Let's make a decision then. What do you want to put?
If we're going then purely as a natural centre-back, I personally would want to put Rudiger up there. If we're going as a natural centre-back.
Do you know what? I'll take that.
You take that? Okay.
Yeah, I'll take Rudiger.
Rudiger just edges in ahead of Thiago Silva, getting a bit lopsided here.
Left back, Pie, are you going a bit rogue? This Bobby Firmino, maybe?
I'm keeping it simple and going Robertson.
Yeah.
Like, I know obviously in form, Chilwell, he's been injured and he is a good footballer, but I just...
Worth pointing out as well, we're doing it on form, but obviously prior to his injury as well, Chilwell was in great form, wasn't he? And a really nasty injury, wish him well, of course, but fairly decent...
It's a great backline. Let's move to the midfield then, because this is probably the most controversial area of the pitch, I think.
Yeah, I think this
of
is the
debate
toughest to pick, actually, the midfield.
I'll go first, and I'll pick a Chelsea player, because it's, for me, the only player that makes it in the midfield from Chelsea. Where is he? My guy.
Angola.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. Probably the first player on the whole team, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
That good.
We'll get to the great Mohamed Salah later. Kante. He's my Chelsea pick.
He's a huge, big game player for them as well, isn't he? Whenever they play in cup finals, whenever they play in big moments, it seems like Kante steps up.
A lot of man of the match awards in their Champions League, wasn't it?
I think he's nailed on.
I'd agree.
Next midfielder then.
Right, this is right, OK. See, I do want to put another Chelsea player in there.
Okay.
Mason Mount, for me, gets in. And this is another one that I seem to find it shocks me. And I know he's not in this. It's the same as like Grealish. He's one of them players that I like, but people seem to say, "Oh, what you think they're next level?" And I do. I really, really like Mount as a footballer. When he played live, it's like watching. Obviously, I'm a League One fan, right? So you watch League One football week in, week out. When you see these players live, it's so much different to watching them on TV. It's crazy. Yeah. His technical ability, for me, he goes in.
Mount's a brilliant player. But over Thiago Alcantara?
Yeah, he's...
Thiago?
You're not having him?
No, I don't buy into the Thiago. I think he's a good player, but I think...
Yungen's face.
I think he's a good player, but I don't think he's like, he's coming to... Surely the end of last stage of his career.
No, he
is 30 now, but he's still
he's a good
so
player.
Technically good.
He's a very good player, but I don't think... this is just a personal...
He's the best player I've ever seen live, other than Lionel Messi.
Thiago. It's the way the guy is a beautiful footballer, beautiful. Beautiful.
Like technically, honestly, I watched him for Bayern Munich against Chelsea at the Bridge when they peppered them, and I've just never seen anything like it in midfield.
Even
Just
the other day
unbelievable.
against Norwich, he come on, he just completely changed the game.
The one thing I will say about Mason Mount is whenever he plays, he tends to offer balance to the team. Whether that's
Yeah.
England,
I like
whether
Mason
that's
a lot.
Chelsea, he offers a lot off the ball
And
as
also
well.
depends
doesn't
how
it?
you're playing, because the different players, you're looking at it from an attacking perspective.
Who's the
Mason
third
Mount
midfielder? Maybe if we
offers a
decide
lot
the
in
third
that sense.
midfielder, Mount might be able to get in
Third
there.
midfielder, I'm going with my guy, Fabinho.
Fabinho.
Jack, thoughts?
Yeah, see, this is the thing. He is good, and I kind of have to concede a little bit here to put him in. But if he was in there for me, you'd have to have Mount as well.
So who would you put in over him? If you was going to put like another player in over
I see. My original three was Kante, Mount, and Havertz. That's who I'd actually
Havertz
choose.
in the midfield?
Yeah, that's who I'd actually choose.
Why Havertz?
I think he offers, his height is one thing that I think he offers him actually as kind of a different type of footballer. Like, I like his passing. I like the way he moves. I think he's a good footballer. But once again, it's personal preference.
And also
right?
playing in midfield rather than he's playing that sort of false nine role.
Like,
isn't he?
it's a personal preference of players that I like. Because, once again, I know Fabinho's world class, right? I know he's brilliant. It's just if I was choosing who would I want in the team.
I think
But if we're having Fabinho, in my opinion, I'd want Kante, Fabinho, and Mount.
I just want to bring up one more name in there.
Yeah.
Kovacic, who is
Kovac.
having maybe
season.
the best midfield season of any of these players this season. He's been sensational, one of Chelsea's best players.
I think been brilliant. Kovacic, I was thinking if there's another Chelsea player that gets in it for me, it's probably Kovacic, but I don't see Mount.
So between Mount, Thiago, and Kovacic for that last role.
I can't see the Chelsea controlling the midfield against Liverpool. I can't.
I can't allow another Liverpool player in there, so it's got to be.
All right, do you know what?
There was a concession made for Alisson and...
It's got to be Kovacic. If it's not Mount, it's got to be Kovacic. If it's not Mount, it's got to be Kovacic. I can't allow it.
Wow,
I can't believe I'm doing
Yungen is begrudgingly putting Kovacic there, so that is the midfield three.
It's a rock-solid midfield three, that.
Yeah, that is.
Thiago, I'm so
Let's go to the
sorry.
front three then. Loads of options.
This a debate?
Yeah,
Let's get
well, we
tapping.
obviously
Go on.
know.
Should we just put Mo Salah there now?
Yeah, of course.
Best player in the world.
The
On current
greatest
form,
footballer.
unbelievable.
Look at him.
Playing him through the middle well.
No. Let's put it where
Well,
where he
I'm
belongs.
just thinking,
Okay.
about how we're gonna.
You were saying Yungen, the greatest. You're going to say.
The greatest. I'm not going to say it.
Go on.
Go on.
You're going to say the greatest Liverpool...
The greatest forward to ever play in the Premier League, Mohamed Salah. I've said it.
I can't
feeling
believe
all right?
you just said
I've said
that.
it.
Check his temperature.
I've said it.
You okay?
And I'm not going to say it again.
Over
This is-
Henry?
Wow.
King Mo. Broke Henry's record, if you didn't remember, from right wing.
Yeah. I still
From
haven't
right
seen him
wing.
put out 20 goals, 20 assists like Thierry, though.
Who? Well, this season ain't over. He's joint top goal scorer with Mr. Trent. I mean, joint top assist with Mr. Trent.
Yeah, he is.
Currently top
And
scorer in the
he's
Prem.
definitely
90
going in the
goals.
team. Let's not mess
Yeah.
about it.
Oh, yeah,
There's no
100%.
debate. Mo Salah, incredible player. Two more to go.
They're gonna kill me for that one. They're gonna say Henry. I know they are. I love Henry too, but guys, come on. Mane?
See, I would leave Mane out.
Would you?
Yeah.
Not for a Chelsea player. For a Chelsea
No.
Wow.
I personally see the third one is tough. This is where I know I'll get right. Jota for me on form and ability.
And we are doing this kind of
I'm
season,
putting
aren't we?
Jota in.
I
and I
actually said
know
this as well. I think the signing of Jota, if you bear in mind Liverpool's front three prior to Jota coming, if you'd said he would be starting in that and scoring so many goals, I think it was so underappreciated,
Yeah.
the signing and the impact he's had. And
He's
also
been brilliant.
for the fee relative to the position that he plays, I think he's been phenomenal for Liverpool. But it's just so many great options. So you stick him in, do you? Sorry.
I put Jota in the team.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Mane just won AFCON. I know he's got goals. I really like him, but I don't think he's a player he was of 2 seasons ago. I don't think he's the same.
Just to add the point, these two are 1, 2, 3 in the top goal scorers.
I know, but I'm also thinking as a squad. My kind of like out there choice for this front three is actually Ziyech. As an out there choice. Now, when I watched him live, I mean, it's a shame he can't use both feet, like, really, because his left foot, though, is just absolutely incredible. I mean, them crosses are... you know, in Saturday. We've seen Jota can head the ball. So I might even be inclined to put Jota down the middle and Ziyech out wide.
Are you happy Jota's got to go in as well? So let's get Jota up there and then decide on the third position.
Then you're debating between Mane and Ziyech, is that right?
We could potentially use Mount in the front three. We've seen it done before in the past, if you wanted to throw that name in there.
Yeah, I don't think I'd play him as a forward, though. I'd rather him in the centre of the park.
Yeah,
I
me
think,
too, actually.
I think I'd rather him in the centre of the park. I mean, Havertz even someone that you could play in like
and
a centre-forward role and then wingers.
Yeah, in that
But obviously, I'm a Liverpool fan, so I don't want to be biased. And obviously, after my Mo Salah statement, people are going to think I'm being biased. But
no, I think if logic be told, and to not get in a lot of trouble by people,
I think
Mane has to go on the board.
OK, agreement?
It's a lot of Liverpool players.
It is a lot of Liverpool players.
It's a lot of Liverpool players.
There we go. The magnet has stuck, so that is the final confirmation. Quickly, manager. Just quickly, Tuchel or Klopp? Who'd you go with?
I think I have to choose Jurgen.
Yeah.
I like this guy, man.
There we go. So stick him on. There is confirmation. And just quickly, let's get your predictions for who's going to be lifting the Carabao Cup final.
I think it's...
Who lifts the trophy?
Chelsea.
Chelsea, Yungen?
Well,
after saying all of that,
like this guy.
Liverpool, of course. I did like him, but...
Perfect.